goes Laura Jane with Uncle Pete. Oh, okay, I got you. There's, I think that's Peter and Laura right there. I think this is them, isn't it? Look at that. Cool. Whoa, baby. Hauling out. Okay. Oh, they fell off. Just missed it. They did a sharp turn. Looks like they're both okay. Here they come. Is my daughter all right? What happened? I didn't get it on tape, I saw it.
I just turned the shark and we went flying off of it.
Did it scare you, Laura? No. No problem? Is it fun? Yeah. All right. Beautiful.
You're wondering, I built Pam's deck, so if anyone needs a deck, being a teacher, I will be unemployed in the summer, so I can do some work.
There you go.
Call Pam, she'll give you my number.
All right.
What do I say about Pam? She's been the kind of sister, as you know, we have a large family of 6 kids, and even though I don't have a favorite sister, Pam was probably the closest one. We got into some trouble together, and we always seemed to be the ones that were fooling around. One of the things I'm remembering right now is when we used to pack up the car and go to our favorite place up at Lake Sunapee, New Hampshire, and we had a big, I think it was like a 1961 Chevy station wagon, you know, when they were really huge back then and you could get people in it. We had 7 people in it. No, it was the old white Chev, Dad. Anyhow, Mom and Dad were in the front, and Penny was always sitting in between them because she's the favorite. It's
because I live 3,000 miles away and I'm no problem.
But anything behind the front seat was fair game, so you were fighting for position after that. Pam and I happened to be in the way back with the dog. And it was, you know, no air conditioning in the cars back then, and
No seat belts.
you know, nothing. So we're back there with a truck because we're going to be at Sunapee for like 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, however long we stayed there, and the dog, and there was food. Mom packed food back there. Pam and I happened to come across the cereal box. Well, if you don't know, Big John's favorite cereal is Corn Flakes, and there was a box of Corn Flakes back there, and so Pam and I. We cracked it. We were trying to sneak a little food, you know, and somehow it got, because the way that the window was just cracked open, the other windows were open. As soon as you pull it out of the box and suck it out of your hand and whip it towards the front, and it hit Dad in the back of the head. The funniest part of it, the funniest part was that he didn't know what was happening. Pam was throwing up, and I go back into him, and we'd be dying laughing, and everybody's like, what's going on? Another thing I remember, too, was when Dad would take us to church. Every Sunday, we went to church. And we, you know, usually Pam and I ended up being next to one another. I don't know how, but, and she would imitate these older people in the church. You know, it was just, she'd like stick her neck out. She'd kind of go like this, and I'd be looking at her cracking up. And Dad's over there trying to act like he can't see us laughing, you know. And it was funny. It was funny at the time.
It's funny now.
Yeah, yeah. And you heard the one babysitter adventure, and really, if it was gals, we could tell better babysitting stories.
Yes. Move home!
Then as the years went on, and I was actually, Cheryl and I were gypsies for like 10 years, and we were out of state for like 10 years, and we got a visit or two from our siblings over the years, and then we moved back in 1990, and Pam's just been a model aunt to my kids, and you know, that's why they're here. I mean, how many young teenagers are going to come to a 50-year-old party, you know?
It's true.
I'll pay you later.
But we've done many things with Pam. Bills games, thanks to many of you here who have gotten us tickets. Thank you very much. Yep. We've done another thing that Pam and I do on a regular basis is we go to breakfast together at the East Avenue Diner. And one time,
Great eggs though.
great, and the waitress there, Annie, is the best.
Yeah,
She's
she
the
loves
best.
it. She loves you. She doesn't
But, yeah, she loves you. But it was those times where she lost her job at Gaylord, and I was just starting up my business, and so I was kind of struggling, and we kind of just go there and say, well, how are we going to make it this month, you know? And those kind of meetings, you know, just to encourage. She has really been a great sister, a great aunt, and just a good friend over the years, and I really appreciate Pam. And Mom told me, you know, when we were preparing for this party, to write a verse for Pam that goes to "You Are My Sunshine." See, when it was my parents' 50th wedding anniversary, we all got together and we all wrote a
You're
verse.
not gonna sing.
I know. I don't think I can,
You can.
but I'm gonna try.
Oh,
So, you know, so this afternoon I'm writing this.
afternoon?
Actually, three verses to this song I wrote, and because I thought we were all going to get up and do the same thing again here, and it looks like we're not. But I'm not.
Tricked ya!
They told me to. I'm sorry, I didn't get to tell you.
It's okay, Bob. But I'm gonna give it a shot here.
Oh my God, I can't believe you're gonna sing for me. The only time he ever sings is when you're
I'll do it this way. They're everywhere. All right, here we go. To PJB1 from PJB2, we've had some fun throughout the years. Krebs, Lowenthal, Bills games and breakfast, tennis, golf, Son of P, and drinking beer. Now turning 50, circumstances shifting. You need not fear what life contrives, because you know, Pam, through your experience, what comes your way, you will survive. I want to thank you from me and my family for your support and encouragement. I hope you know, sis, how much we love you and all that your whole life has meant. I was 16, I did a dumb thing. To help my friend, I ran away. I didn't know then what grief I caused you. Thanks for seeing me through always.
On this auspicious occasion.
Congratulations, Gretchen. We're very proud of you. This is a milestone in your life, and it's all downhill from here.
Is that good or bad?
That's good.
Okay, how'd you golf?
Terrible. Memory
How'd
that I
Pam
had of Mom was way back in 6th grade, and you probably all heard this one before. But I was in love with a girl named Rooney. And even though that sounds really silly right now, in 6th grade when you're going steady with somebody and they break up with you, I had plans of marriage, and how we were going to communicate to during college and stuff, and I came home one day from school, and one thing I always loved about Mom was she was always there every day after school, which many kids these days do not have. And that is a real blessing. Thanks, Dad, for being able to provide enough money so that she could stay home.
Right.
So I came home, and of course I didn't say a word, but Mom, with her extrasensory perception, picked up that I was a little bit down in the dumps, and she said, what happened? I go, oh, nothing, and she said, well, come on in here and have some cookies and milk. So she whipped out the Oreo cookies and milk, and I think I told her what happened, that I broke up with Rooney, and she said, well, so it'll be okay. She just reassured me somehow, and everything was going to be okay like she does.
You'll find somebody much better.
Yeah, I did. And that's one of the memories that came to my mind first of all, and all the issues around it that I've already said that Mom was always there, very caring, very loving, and as my daughter Jen has said, that has passed on to us. It's going to their generation, and hopefully it'll continue from generation to generation, because what we have here in the Bartman family is very, very special. And even though sometimes it gets a little tough, right, Dad?
Right.
We work through it, and that's what's great about being a Bartman. So, Mom, thank you for your loving and caring and teaching us how to do it and passing on ours. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Lay down. I'm all right.
Oh, look. She's looking at Uncle Pete.
Yeah, good. Oh, Stuart. Hey now. Oh, you
It's Memorial Day weekend, and we have our first. We have our first incident here.
First violation.
And let's see what happens, because Mr. Police Officer out there doesn't look too happy.
First freaking.
That's probably my fault, huh?
Hold on.
Makes good video, though.
Written letters, we've gone to court and won, and yet they still insist upon bothering us and harassing us, who have been here since 1901. Take a look at her. Guess what? We're not going to let them get away with this.
She kind of looks like a man, too. You have to know at that point.
Spoken from Ozzy Osbourne himself.
That was a totally friendly chat. That was a totally friendly chat.
As in the background, Pete Bartman is continuing to work on the boat. A little buffing action going on there. And Billy still is Uncle Pete.
There's Catherine O'Bay.
He's rowing a boat right in the beautiful sunset. But the beauty of this night is watching that gorgeous sunset we've seen so many times before.